colour of this UCP faction. They now rule the whole of Plastica and peace. Finally, we have peace in Plastica. Look at this. We are gathered here today to witness holy matrimony between these two parties, the red and the green. Oh! There's bombs! The queen of the red guy is like, what's going on? Run away! We've got every... Hello and welcome back to another episode of Army Men of War. I'm your host, Mighty Mapple123, and today we're going to be witnessing a battle between the Greens and the Reds. So this is the aftermath of the Red Wedding. And for those of you guys that don't know, every world leader pretty much in the plastic dimension got assassinated at this Red Wedding by the old Commander-in-Chief of the Reds, which is President Rusken. So President Rusken has gone ahead and declared himself Emperor of Plastica. So the whole plastic dimension is now ruled by one man, and that is Emperor Rusken. Look at this. Look, the Greens have rushed to try and capture the central trade area. They tried to get there first, but the Reds were already here. They already captured the Blues, and now look at it. Look, the Greens are going to have to kick the Reds out. If we look over here, look, we can see that we have the portal. The portal was activated by some crystals, which are no longer there, look. So we can see that Colonel Redveer has retreated away. Here's a clip of him retreating away in his car right here. Look at this. Oh, there's a couple of tanks over here, look. The Reds are now bringing forward their reserves to try and stop these Reds. So this is going to be a really interesting battle. I don't know who's going to win. Let me know in the comments what you want to happen next. It is just me in this series now, so I'm going to be doing everything. We're doing the maps, the storyboards, everything, and I'm really excited actually. It's going to be super cool because we're going to be able to go back to the human dimension and create new characters. We're going to be able to do new roleplay through the comment section, through the community tab, and through Patreon as well. So if you do want to help support this channel, do be sure to come and join as a Patreon. I'm going to be throwing some polls and some roleplay events on there as well. So look at this, look. We can see that they have managed to capture some of these ingots, because this is plastic ingot in here. They were going to bring these through the portal lock, but they've had to shut the portal down prematurely. They should have expected it really, shouldn't they? Oh, the Reds are fighting through the grass. All kinds of units moving forward right here. But yep, one man now rules over this whole series pretty much. It is... Oh, here comes those tanks, look. He's not very clever, is he? Yeah. So we've got General Liberty and we've got Donald Grump. They're the two main green characters in the series now. We have got Colonel Redveer, who we just saw there, and Baron von Krasny. They're the leaders of the Reds. So you've got one who is the chief of the army and the one that acts like a sort of president. I managed to secure this bunker. Look how cool that looks. That's it. Keep pushing on the Reds, dudes. But then again, I kind of like the Reds. The Reds are pretty cool in this series. They've got a pretty cool faction right here. They've got some cool vehicles, man. You can see it's getting to night time now, hence the lighting. But they would have started this attack sometime in the morning. It would have took them all day to get here, really. And they would have been moving trucks through that portal all day. 50 of them, I think. Is that what I said? Yeah, 50 of them. And that's what they do, you see. They transfer plastic. This would have been a gathering zone right here, look, where they would have gathered all kinds of plastic and all kinds of junk, and they would melt it down and they would put it into trucks, melt them into ingots using these refineries over here, look, and then they would transfer them through the trucks. Oh, these tanks are getting a bit frisky. These are T-54s, I believe. And they're up against some M48s. We've already lost 2 of them though. And this would have been classed as a neutral area. But now it is a war zone. Whoever controls the central trade area controls all the trade through to the human dimension. Unless the Reds try and establish a new one, of course. We're going to position them there. How are we doing over here? The Greens are actually pinned down. They own half of the central trade area now. And the Reds own the other half by the looks of things. And if you remember, in the previous videos, we did see the Greys as well. The Grey Legos were trying to hold down some sort of establishment. I think it'll be in that direction right there. The sand pit would literally just be on the next side of the map right there, if we're looking at the scale of it. And the Greys have been there to distract the Greens, whilst the Reds were going to just do this whole operation to overthrow the, well, become Emperor basically and rule all over the plastic dimension. Got some men held down over here. How are we doing over here? Got some movement over here as well. Oh, hello. Looks like the Blues are sending in some troops to help. Look at this. This is pretty cool, dudes. Gotta love this series. And now back in the human dimension as well. We're not really going to be going back to the plastic dimension unless it's part of the story, if I need to do a cinematic there or something. Other than that, majority of the battles, I believe. I'm saying this, we never know. But, oh look, he knocked the fence down. But we might not be going back to the plastic dimension for a whole season, so be able to make sure you sit back, you know, and, you know, leave some comments, roleplay along with this series. It's going to get really epic. I'm going to really try hard this time. You know, work twice as hard as I did on the last series. I hope you like the intro of this, by the way, as well. Going for that whole break the fourth wall kind of thing. And also, thank you for all the support as of late as well. And there has just been a bit of a situation where I got locked out of my own community. So, unfortunately, that was hard for him. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do any more roleplay through any Discords. I'm not going to go ahead and make a new Discord. I might do in the future, but as of now, we're just going to leave it as it is, because I feel like it sucks the engagement out of YouTube anyway. We need some grenades. Have you not got any grenades, my guy? Come on. He's not got any grenades. Any bazookas, at least? I think the Reds might actually hold this position down, you know. Got more Greens approaching down here. That's a cool thing. I think we do have some bazookas back here as well. They need to clean up really quick before the air support gets here. This would have all happened like in a split second, you see. The Reds would have tried to do it a little bit discreetly. Just get the trucks through the portals without anybody knowing. Wow, that's a massacre. But unfortunately, the Greens had the exact same idea, so we need to deal with these T-54s. They're literally holding the whole front line right here. But the central trade area now is going to be a massive battle zone. So we're going to make sure that no trade gets through to Rusken. That's the priority right there. Get these guys around here. Come on, one of you guys has got to have at least one grenade. Yep, he has. It's going for it. Go on, my son. You got this. Grenades out. 2 more as well. It didn't do anything. Oh, it did. Yes, it did. It pierced the hole. I think he's taken out. The machine gun's still active, though. Not good for the Greens right here. The Blues have stopped sending reinforcements. No, they've not. The Blues are trying to hold down over here. They're trying to take underneath the fence. Holding down in this grass, look. I have changed all the grass up in this mod as well. I used to, you know, the grass was kind of terrible before. It just didn't really burn or anything, so I've reverted it back to the vanilla stuff. And I think it looks even better. What do you guys think? I think it does. Also competition time. If you get this far in the video, I'm going to reward you with a free copy of Army Men of War and a free copy of Men of War Assault Squad 2. But first, well, it's to one of you guys, should I say. You need to like this video. You need to comment your favorite thing about this YouTube channel and your favorite thing about this YouTube series, and I'll pick the best one, and I will send you a copy of Men of War Assault Squad 2 with a copy of Army Men of War as well. So giveaway, you have to have Steam though for this giveaway because it is a Steam code. I'll also be giving 2 other keys away, one on Facebook and another one on Instagram. So be sure to come over and follow me on those as well. I'm going to try and upload on both. I heard that Facebook's better for like those smaller videos, so we might be able to do some roleplay events on Facebook as well in the future. I'm really going to try and experiment with some other platforms, because now that we don't have Discord, I feel like there's a million other platforms that we can reap the advantage of, reap the use of, should we say. The Reds are actually winning. The Blues are really trying though.
We've got trouble.
Just think of how much this is worth to these plastics. When it's all melted down, it can make more plastics. And another thing we have in this series as well is cloning. Cloning was outlawed though, some time ago. It was okay at the beginning of the war, but not anymore. So we do have cloning facilities, but they've been outlawed. So they've been all deconstructed, and we need to try and clone Greyvan, I believe. I think that's what the Greys want. The Greys have like barely any soldiers. They've got a few more 100 men in reserve, but they have been taken out by the Spiders for now. So I'm going to let you guys pick actually. Tell me in the comments, where should the Greys attack next? They need to try and break into the Great Separation, which, you know, is this big map that we're playing on now. And they need to try and gain a foothold in here again. They've already got the Grey Legos, who do sympathise with them. Right, charge on them, dudes. Come on. The more guns, the better, man. No! Ambush! Behind you, man! Get him! Oh! You're promoted. You are now corporal. From private to corporal. Draw, the Reds did really well over here. Let's see how many we've got left. I think we've taken out all the tanks. Oh no, they've got this. They've got an APC. It is an APC or BTR, whatever you want to call it. I mean, APC is Armored Personnel Vehicle, right? So this is armored, it can fit in personnel, and it's a vehicle. So yes, it's an APC. But it is Russian, so is it a BTR? Let me know in the comments. Because I think that just pretty much means the same thing, but in Russian. Right, the first thing that the Reds are going to have to do after this is either lock this area down or retreat and abandon it. But that wouldn't be a good idea because, you know, the Greens want it for themselves. There's a lot of plastic in here. Look, you can see all this this rubbish right here, all this junk. It can all be melted down. Plus, they could get their hands on one of the portals. I mean, it is useless. What are you doing, sir? I'm just logging out, sir. Okay, never mind. Right, but this thing is useless unless you have one of the crystals of power. If you don't have a crystal of power, you can't use these portals. And when I see crystals of power, they can be fragmented. So what we've put in here is a fragment of the crystal of power, which was gifted to them by Marble some years ago, who is their god. And it's like a magic sort of power thing. Oh, look at these. We've got birds in the sky as well. They're huge. It'd be really cool if they could swoop down and just like kill people, but they can't, unfortunately. No saying that we can't have that in the future, though. Modders, reach out to me. Right, we're going to try and push these blues out now. Charge them over. Go, go. Grenade. Cook it, cook it, cook it. And serve it. 2 down. I don't know whose victory this is. Did we...
Someone else is here.
We've got more Greens approaching, I guess. But not a lot. This is a bit of a stalemate, really. But like I say, dudes, I want you guys to help me decide what happens next in the comment section below. I'm also going to be doing stuff on the community tab. It is just going to be me producing this series as of today. And it's going to go back to the old Season 1 days. So I hope you're excited. Like I say, subscribe as well. Join the Mighty Nation. This is a stalemate. I don't think there's any winner right here. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to end the video here and we're going to create a no man's land. Literally, we're going to go to the battle map in the next video and we're going to create a whole no man's land and we're just going to see what the outcome's going to be. Because, I don't know, General Liberty sent a lot of soldiers down here. Look, he didn't know that there was Reds already here. Probably should have checked beforehand, but I guess he didn't expect them to react that quick. We have managed to capture these trucks right here, which will be full of plastic ingot. So that's going to be worth some money for the Greens economy. The Blues, unfortunately, have only sent in a handful of soldiers. Maybe we can go to the see what Queen Azulia is up to. Clearly, she's going to be very unhappy about scot-free and things like that. But that leaves her in power, I guess. So, but I don't think she wanted this kind of power. Because think how much money they're going to lose now. How much they're going to lose a lot of money because they've got no plastic dimension to send their stuff through to, unless they stay with the UCP. But I can't see Donald Grump or any of the others doing that. So this is going to get pretty epic now. We're going to create a cool story. We're also going to be introducing some more factions in the future as well. So all ideas, leave me in the comments. More comments the merrier. I'm going to read them all, and I will reply to some of them as well if I think they are deemed great for the series. So yeah. So anyway, I'm Mighty Mapple 123. I hope you enjoyed this video. It was really fun to make. It took me a long time. But please go easy on me with the critics. You know, I really want to work harder on my videos, and I really want to, I don't know, make content that I'm proud of. So it's not about the daily videos for me anymore. It's about just making sure I produce great quality videos, and yeah, hopefully in time we can still grow. Oh, the engine's burning. Yeah, that's pretty much the stresses of what's been in my mind lately. I've been producing quick content to try and stay ahead of the algorithm, and I've not really been proud of what I've been making, and I've lost where I was in the story. I was tired of running everything past my team. You know, I'm just so glad that now I've got an independent YouTube channel again. I'm just gonna, we're just gonna take things. We're gonna reach for the stars. That's what I think what I'm trying to say. I can't get my words out properly, but yeah. I'm Mighty Mapple 123. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe, like, all that stuff. Also check out this great merch that I've just made right here. yes, it's awesome. I've just bought one. I only made it for myself, you see. I didn't actually make it. I put it on the store anyway. But I just felt like it looked great, you know, when I'm recording videos or something and I've got my face in it or something, and you know how it is. It's just YouTuber stuff. But anyway, it's there if you want to buy it. Also, other Army Men of War merch. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram for the giveaway. And yeah, I will see you all in the next one.